Hello, I'm Mark from Bosworth Property Marrakech, and today we found ourselves deep in the old Medina. This is a really lovely old street, all these covered archways, this Sabah, the room above the street here, incredible. This old Riad actually has the Douiria, the separate apartment, and the window you see above me is the window for that apartment. But let me take you inside and show you around. Big entrance hall. There's a little staircase upstairs there. The entrance hall, as traditional, arranged so you can't see straight into the courtyard for privacy. Beautiful, big courtyard. This is a 175 square meter footprint, so this is a big house. And on this floor, you've got a little bathroom. And then you've got a series of 3 salons, big rooms. These could be living rooms, dining rooms. If the house was going to be for your own occupation, maybe you'd turn one into a kitchen. There's this crazy secret passageway in the corner which goes to nowhere now. Maybe it went somewhere once. Who knows? Sometimes these riads were all interconnecting years ago. Another big room in here. This is the biggest, I think. Huge room, very traditional proportions, quite narrow, very long, very high ceilings so that they stay nice and cool in the summer. A riot of Zilij. This is not Zilij Beldi, but certainly colourful enough. It's a perfectly habitable, clean, dry house, but it's really a restoration project. You could turn this into maison d'hôte, a short-term let, a very, very comfortable home. There's a little kitchen in the corner, and I find some light. There we go, little kitchen downstairs. So habitable, clean, tidy, bright house, but it needs updating. And if it did, it will be a lot more valuable. Big balcony around here. In case you're wondering, the blank wall above me is where the apartment is upstairs. So if you put this back into one big house, there's nothing to stop you putting the balconies around the other side of this courtyard as well. It's also worth pointing out that at the moment we have quite an opaque covering on this courtyard, but look at the light here. It's a really, really bright house. Let me show you upstairs. So here we are on the first floor, lovely view of the courtyard. There are 3 rooms on this side of the house up here. We mustn't forget, behind these walls, there's more. I will show you. But there's a little tiny room here, little bedroom. Years ago, that would have interconnected with the Douiria next to it. It's quite a big bedroom. And then you've got the room above the main salon downstairs. So this is the biggest of this series of rooms. So lots of space to do whatever you like. Great view of the courtyard. And now we're going to investigate what's behind these 2 walls here. This is the apartment. It's part of this building. Traditionally, they were for somebody in the family who was important. It might have been an elder son, it might have been your mother-in-law, but it was somebody who had a degree of independence within the household. So separate entrance from the street, and I'll take you up and show you what's behind these 2 walls here. So here we are. This is the little courtyard of the Douiria, this separate apartment within the building. So this is almost like its own courtyard. There's a light well up from the roof there, and this is the sort of central area of this private apartment. There's a beautiful room just in here, double doors, fantastic, probably cedar ceiling, timber ceiling, very old. And this is above the street level. This is above those archways that we were looking at when we were standing outside the street. So 2 external windows from this room, which is unusual for Riads. So little tiny kitchen. And remember that the main courtyard of the Riad is the other side of this wall. This was a window, maybe 100 years ago. They've sealed it up now, but that was a window. And now we're doing a bit of exploring. This is another fantastic room, another terrific timber ceiling, and another window that was once overlooking the courtyard. So really interesting, loads of potential up here. So this is the Douiria. This is our self-contained apartment, which should really go back to being part of the main house, but who knows, maybe you've got plans of your own for it. Let me take you upstairs and I'll show you the terrace, which goes right over the top of this part of the building and the main Riad itself. Let's go and have a look. So here we are, up on the terrace. Another beautiful sunny day in Marrakech. So a high terrace, some nice views. This is the roof covering, not the prettiest roof covering, but it's the roof covering above the main courtyard for the Riad. This is the light well for the little courtyard for the Douiria. This is the top of the roof, which is actually over the top of the street. And then you've got the street level beneath us here. I hope that helps make sense of how this quite big, complicated building all fits together. So, to recap, you've got this beautiful, big Riad. You've got the Douiria. All in all, it's 175 square meters of space on the ground. It'll be a little bit more than that with the Douiria over the street. Big building, big house, lots of potential. Asking price here, €205,000. That's a really good deal. Call us now.